The Debt Relief and Development Program, known by its French acronym as the C2D, is one of the most significant programs on the reconversion and annulment of external debts for Cameroon. Through this innovative mechanism, France made additional bilateral efforts that came to add to the multilateral efforts aimed at reducing the debts of heavily indebted poor countries.
C'est un instrument financier spécifique à la France.
It's a specific financial instrument that is unique to France. It aims at converting the debts of the Cameroon government to gifts. This complements the initiative of the Highly Indebted Poor Countries initiative. And this effort by France takes the form of the C2D. We are in the process of preparing the third phase.
Au premier CD2, on va d'abord dans les villes de Yaoundé et Douala.
With the first C2D, we chose the cities of Yaoundé and Douala for a simple reason. Cameroon had just come out of the structural adjustment program, and during this period, investment on infrastructure was frozen because of lack of funds.
L'État décide de remettre à niveau les infrastructures de Yaoundé.
When we succeeded in obtaining additional funds, the state decided to refurbish infrastructure in Yaoundé and Douala. The city of Douala received the sum of 51 billion and Yaoundé 21 billion. The government also thought of secondary cities, which we now call regional capitals.
On les appelle les capitales régionales. Donc, dans le cadre du deuxième CD2, l'État...
Within the framework of the second C2D, the state financed projects on hygiene and sanitation and is given a new facelift to Bafoussam, Betua, and Garoua. During the third phase, we will add one regional headquarters while hoping that the state will take over one day with the public investment budget or with partners who will appreciate what has been done with funds from the C2D that will end one day.
Ce qu'on a fait a été apprécié.
One of the major areas that is being boosted with these funds is infrastructure. In the capital city Yaoundé, major and secondary roads are being constructed. Some old roads refurbished. Living quarters are also being opened up and gutters are being constructed to facilitate drainage and avoid the regular floods known in the capital city.
Les équipes travaillent d'arrache-pied de part et d'autre.
The teams are working day and night for the third phase of the C2D to be signed this month of June.
À peu près 400 milliards, je crois, de francs CFA, et qui est le troisième et dernier C2D pour un total depuis le
The amount is about 400 billion francs CFA. Many things have changed. I see the city of Douala has changed for the benefit of the population of Cameroon.
Donc beaucoup de réalisations très concrètes au service des populations du Cameroun.
The National School of Forestry in Balmayo in the Centre region, that was created in 1949, has so far trained more than 3,000 forest guards from Cameroon and the Central African sub-region. Yet, this school was wanting in technical materials indispensable for the proper training of the students. The availability of funds from the C2D was timely as the help in the construction of this amphitheater, the purchase of equipment like binocular, tapes, tents, just to name a few.
La stratégie de coopération au niveau de l'école vise à attirer les partenaires.
The cooperation strategy of the school aims at attracting partners who can help in the training of the students. The C2D offered us two kinds of advantages. First of all, it permitted us to reinforce our logistics, as it gave us technical equipment to be used in the forest as well as infrastructure that was lacking.
La deuxième chose, c'est qu'elle nous ouvre des opportunités nouvelles.
The second thing is that it offers us new opportunities to work with sister institutions at the university and technical levels. The third thing is that it gives us first-hand technology like geometrics, which is technology that does not yet exist and that the school will be the first to acquire. I think that with all this support, a plus will be added to the training given in the school.
Several programs like the National Community-Driven Participative Program, the PNDP, run with funds from the C2D, have been working with communities through councils in an effort to improve livelihoods. In the Central region, the PNDP has been working with 64 councils where close to 3.2 billion CFA francs have been invested. Also, bridges like this one over the River So have been built.
Les fonds qui sont donnés par le CDD arrivent effectivement aux populations là-bas.
The funds given by the C2D effectively reach the population. Each council has a management plan today, a project, and computers. We are satisfied because with the C2D funds, we developed a computer program called Simba. And with it, each council has to produce a balance sheet of its activities that it deposits at the General Treasury as hierarchy demands. Still with the C2D funds, we have some sort of planning approach, a pro-development program which permits planning and mapping so that all projects can be better evaluated at the council level. In the Central region, the funds from the C2D have helped at the level of the functioning of the PNDP. You cannot get into the most interior village without hearing of the PNDP, and this is thanks to the C2D funds.
The Makanene Council is one of the councils that has benefited from the C2D funds through the PNDP. The Makanene Council, that counts 40,000 inhabitants, was created in 1992. The market that has been constructed counts 40 shops, toilets, and has brought a lot of joy to the community, given that the old market was in the open air.
The market is beautiful. It's a very good idea. We are going to organize it so that the cocoyams and other food items are exposed in front while the shops stay behind. And the mayor has attributed shades to all. I pay 10,000 francs for the shop. The new market is well built and well placed.
As for the mayor of the Makanene Council, things will never be the same again.
The partnership with the PNDP has permitted us to obtain 42 shops, toilets, and a water tank, and all of this costs 112 million francs CFA.
Autour de 112 millions de francs. Donc, on a signé ce partenariat il y a environ 10 ans, à base du plan communal de développement de l'arrondissement de...
We signed this partnership 10 years ago, and it was based on the council development plan. We got 10 boreholes that are spread all over the town. Before we got these boreholes, Makanene was the center of the disease called schistosomiasis, and today it's gone.
Still in the Central region, the Colmetet Council has benefited from the collaboration with the PNDP. Portable water has been made available to the council and this water tank constructed.
Le partenariat entre la commune de Colmetet et le PNDP a commencé en 2010.
The partnership between the PNDP and the Colmetet Council started in 2010 with the elaboration of the council development plan in which the needs of the population were outlined.
2013, après le recrutement des agents de développement et d'un agent financier, que nous avons bénéficié d'un financement de 13 puits équipés de pompes.
After the employment of a development and a financial agent, we also obtained boreholes. We also obtained a motorbike that permits us to move easily in our council area even during the rainy season.
D'une moto AG Yamaha qui nous permet de circuler facilement, même en période pluvieuse, dans notre arrondissement, En même temps, le programme C2D PNDP nous a permis d'installer un bon système de gestion.
At the same time, the C2D program helped us obtain the Simba Management Computer Program and another one on participative development called It's Pro ADP, as well as other trainings. All these activities can be evaluated to cost 89,756,000 francs put in micro projects.
756,483 francs.
Amongst the boreholes constructed is this one at Nkolia that today serves more than 40 households. Another program under the C2D is known by its French acronym as AFOP. It is out to train in agricultural activities young people. One of such youth is Nkodo Joseph, who was trained at the Zoetele Training Center. Today, he owns these fish ponds, cultivates pineapple, carries out cocoa farming, and raises some fowls. These activities have greatly changed his life and that of his family.
Après la formation, sans vous mentir, ça a beaucoup changé ma vie.
My life has changed after the training because I can do my little things that permit me earn money using the knowledge acquired.
Ça me donne même l'envie de pouvoir continuer dans cette pisciculture.
I'm really having the urge to continue fish farming. I will not only stop with 1 or 2 fish ponds, but will increase them progressively.
Actuellement, où dans ce petit étang, j'ai 2 variétés de poissons que j'élève. J'ai mis 130.
2 varieties of fish are found in the fish ponds. I put in 150 claries, which is a form of silo, which grows very fast. I also put in tilapia because I did not have a water pump.
Lorsque je creusais, je n'avais pas encore de motopompe pour pouvoir évacuer un peu de boue et autres. Donc il y a les poissons vipères dedans.
There is also the snake fish which are preyed in the pond and which need to be fed and which eat the fingerlings of tilapia.
Dans celui qui est derrière moi, c'est un étang de 400 mètres carrés. Oui, où j'ai mis...
The fish pond behind me is 400 square meters and I've put in 2,700 fishes. Now that they are almost mature, I'm hoping to sell them soon.
Bon, maintenant, puisqu'ils sont déjà un peu matures, je compte les écouler bientôt. Bon, actuellement, les gens me regardent avec un œil.
At the moment, people are looking at me with jealous eyes because they see a young man who yesterday was selling palm wine and who is now managing 1.5 million francs CFA from afar and is succeeding in what he is doing.
Esamanassis, on his part, has been trained by the Chaîne de Solidarité et d'Appui au Développement Durable, Chazad, in Fou. In just 1 year after leaving school, and with the support of AFOP, he has put in place this cocoa nursery of 20,000 plants. He says he will sell some of the plants and use the money to increase his farm.
I was trained at Chasast in Fou. It's the C2D AFOP program that gave me this training. This program permitted me to put in place 2 agricultural systems. First of all, I associate cocoa farming to banana cultivation and then animal breeding, especially pigs. This training has permitted me to carry out my activities.
Donc c'est ce qui me permet en fait à ce moment de mener bien mes activités pour le moment.
Actually, I got involved in cocoa farming because this plant has a long lifespan. Also, I wanted to prepare for my old age while young.
Chazad has also been supported by the AFOP program in the construction of this new building that will serve as dormitory to several students. We are here at a machine construction factory owned by Thales. With the funds he obtained from the C2D, he has put in place these machines to peel parboiled rice and another one to scratch corn. There is no doubt that this equipment, when made available in big numbers to the rural masses, post-harvest labor will be greatly reduced. In Kolfulu, in the outskirts of Yaoundé, Thales is using these machines acquired with funds from the C2D to dry vegetables, cassava, fruits like pineapple, saffo, to give them added value. Moreover, he has specialized in rice pastries, which are drawing in a lot of income for his small enterprise as well as employment.
J'ai bénéficié des fonds C2D et le projet porte sur la filière riz.
I benefited from the C2D funds in the rice sector, specifically in the equipment and processing domain.
Nous construisons des systèmes d'étuvage que vous avez là.
In the case of equipment, we have been building systems of parboiling rice, as you can see behind me, and we are testing them to put in the market eventually. Then we use broken rice to bake bread and cookies. Globally, we benefited 50 million and we have received 29 million. We are still waiting for the last part of the money. We are already having results, though it was not easy.
Yet there are other projects that are expected to start in the area of professional training in the coming days.
Le programme C2D formation professionnelle comprend...
The C2D in professional training comprises two important projects which fall within the framework of the development strategy of professional training in the country. Two projects in non-agricultural sector will be put in place in two training centers in rural areas as a continuation of activities put in place by the fourth program that has been put in place by the Ministers of Agriculture and Livestock and Animal Breeding.
Du ministère du Minadaire, Minépia. Et ce projet nous est financé à hauteur de 6,5 milliards de francs CFA.
The projects are financed to the tune of 6.5 billion francs CFA and they will end in 2019.
De centres de formation professionnelle sectorielle. Et là, c'est un nouveau type de structure.
The second project aims at putting in place professional training programs in training centers. It's a new kind of structure which aims at attracting enterprise and which was developed today with the Groupement Interpatron du Cameroun. The Center for the Maintenance of Transportation Logistics will be based in Edea. This second project will cost 9.8 billion francs CFA and will end by 2019.
Et va s'achever également autour de 2019.
Farmers now also have a structure that will make funds available for their activities. This is a programme d'appui aux petites et moyennes entreprises agricoles et agroalimentaires, which is expected to start activities in the coming days.
C'est un programme qui a pour mission d'assurer le développement des activités de production, de transformation.
It's a program that has as mission to develop the production, transformation and commercialization of activities in the agricultural sector, as it offers financial and non-financial support. We give out funds to small and medium-sized enterprises in the rural areas.
Bon, si une PME vient nous voir,
if a small and medium-sized enterprise comes and sees us to develop its activities, we will ask them to submit a file, and then we give them a consultant that we pay, who will help them mount a good project.
Un consultant que nous prenons en charge, mettons à sa disposition un consultant qui l'aide à monter le dossier.
Put in place a business plan that will carry the project right up to the financing stage. We will secure our funds in financial structures like microfinances or small and medium-sized banks so that the population can have access to the money.
Education is one of the sectors that greatly benefited from the funds from the Debt Relief and Development Program. This hut is what the pupils of the Mbelwa Government Primary School used like a school some months back. Today, they are now comfortably seated in these new classrooms built with funds from the Debt Relief and Development Program.
Déjà, nous avons bien accueilli les bâtiments parce que je ne me retrouve pas encore, c'est comme si j'étais dans un rêve.
We happily received the school. It's as if I'm dreaming heading such a beautiful school. I've always dreamt to be in a well-built school. Even the teachers are proud to be in the well-built classrooms.
Maintenant, l'effectif a presque augmenté parce que nous avons eu de nouveaux arrivés.
At the start of the school year, the student population was low, but today it has moved up from 42 to 102 pupils.
Vraiment, c'est mis à l'œuvre pour nous faire ces très beaux bâtiments. Le travail a été rapide, il est bien fait. Oui, s'il y avait un souhait,
we thank the Debt Relief and the Development Program for the buildings. Our wish is that government should give us more classes and recruit the PTA teachers. Actually, I'm the only government teacher in the school.
Je suis seul pris en charge par l'État.
Given that the population of the school has increased by 100%, the carrying capacity of these 3 classrooms that have been built may soon be overwhelmed. Yet at the Kumajap and Akono government primary schools in the Central region, extra classes have been added to largely sufficient existing numbers. The C2D ASEFA program, which aims at making more competitive small agro-pastoral initiatives, is present in all 10 regions of the country and has helped improve the lives of people working in groups. The Common Initiative Group Mebueken in Bafia, in the Central region that is involved in both farming and poultry activities, recently acquired this animal feed production equipment thanks to ASEFA.
I had been dreaming for long. Since I arrived in Bafia in 1989, I started raising table birds, and ASEFA later encouraged us to breed layers.
Et maintenant, c'est ASEFA qui est venu nous encourager à aller dans le secteur de pondeuse. Une des choses, c'est que nos prix ici a tellement baissé.
The good news is that our prices have dropped. Before we obtained the machines, a bag of animal feed was 15,000 francs CFA, and now it's 13,000 francs. This